Welcome to the shadowed stage where beauty meets brutality. What happens when a young black girl, born into poverty and sold into prostitution at age 12, is told her pain has no place in polite society? Billie Holiday didn't just sing the blues, she weaponized them. She took the horror no one dared name and turned it into a song that made America choke on its own original sin. In the golden age of jazz, one voice rose above the smoke-filled rooms, raw, wounded, and utterly unafraid. This is the tragic, triumphant metamorphosis of Lady Day, the woman who sang truth to power until power tried to silence her forever. Born Eleanora Fagan in 1915 in Philadelphia, Billie grew up in brutal poverty. At 12, she was sent to a reform school for truancy. At 14, she was working in a brothel. Arrested for prostitution, she faced the same systemic cruelty that would haunt her entire life. Music became her escape and her weapon. She renamed herself Billie Holiday after her favorite actress and jazz legend, and by 18, she was singing in Harlem clubs, blending jazz, blues, and raw emotion in a voice that sounded like heartbreak with a cigarette. Billie revolutionized jazz with her unique phrasing, singing behind the beat, turning standards into personal confessions. She recorded with legends like Lester Young, who called her Lady Day, and created timeless torch songs. But beneath the glamour, rage simmered. She refused to be just entertainment. In 1939, at Café Society in New York, the first integrated nightclub, Billie debuted Strange Fruit. Written by a Jewish schoolteacher after seeing a lynching photo, the song described black bodies swinging from southern trees with shocking imagery. Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Billie performed it in total silence, spotlights only on her face. The room froze. It became the first great protest song of the 20th century, banned from radio, hated by her label, yet unstoppable. She called it the only song that ever made me cry. Strange Fruit was just the beginning. Billie fought the cabaret card system that tried to silence her after drug charges. Police revoked her performance license, stripping away her ability to work the clubs she loved. She recorded God Bless the Child and Fine and Mellow, turning personal pain into universal truth. But the cost was devastating. Targeted relentlessly by the Federal Bureau of Narcotics, whose commissioner saw her as a dangerous symbol of black defiance and anti-lynching protest. She faced surveillance, framing, and repeated arrests. After one raid, she served a year in a federal prison camp, forced into cold turkey withdrawal with no music allowed. Even in her final days, as cirrhosis ravaged her body at just 44, agents handcuffed her to her hospital bed, guarded her room, and prepared to rearrest her as she lay dying. She whispered to friends, "They're going to kill me in there." In her own words, "I never hurt nobody but myself, and that's nobody's business but my own." Yet the system made her pain everyone's business until it consumed her. Through addiction, abusive relationships, and government harassment, she kept singing, her voice growing huskier, more wounded, yet more defiant. Billie Holiday died on July 17, 1959, of heart failure and pulmonary edema caused by cirrhosis, her body worn down by years of trauma, substance abuse, and unrelenting pressure. She left the world with almost nothing materially, but her voice echoed far beyond. Strange Fruit paved the way for every protest anthem that followed, including Nina Simone's Fire. Today it still chills listeners, reminding us that art can indict a nation and that one woman's courage can outlast the forces trying to bury her. Today, Billie Holiday remains the lady who sang America's original sin and forced the world to listen. A girl the system tried to break became the voice that made it bleed. She didn't just sing the blues. She made the blues sing back, even as it cost her everything. Her tragedy reminds us of the price paid for truth, but her triumph is that the truth still sings. Thank you for witnessing the fire.